welcome back to the House of Valentina. I'm Valentina, and today we are going to HomeGoods. I'm so excited. I love going to HomeGoods, don't you guys? It's such a fun place to go, loaded with all different kinds of things, and it really is a treasure hunt. However, when my husband and I went the other day, I was just thinking through, there's a lot of things that I've bought over the years from HomeGoods that I've ended up regretting buying. So I thought it'd be really fun to share some of the things that I've regretted buying and what I wish I'd bought instead. If you are someone who is trying to create a more luxurious look in your home, there's a lot of things you should avoid at HomeGoods, but there are also some amazing things you should be grabbing up because you can really create a luxurious look for less with these great items. So I hope you're gonna love today's video. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss out. If you love this, we're gonna make another one. So let me know what you guys think. Let's jump in. Hello guys. We are headed into HomeGoods. And Jack is making fun of me because it is literally 100 degrees out here and I'm wearing a blazer. It's because there's air conditioning inside.
That's true.
And it just depends on where you are, whether it's keeping up or not. But we're gonna turn you around and go do some exploring and shopping. Probably avoid a few things. Probably gonna buy a few things too. So let's take it in and see what we find. All right, here we go. It's always the treasure hunt. It's the exciting moment. Grab a cart. A lot of seasonal. Might need to try that one. Show it to me. What'd you find there? Oh, well, that is scary. That's definitely scared me away. All right, first up, when you go inside, when you first walk inside of the store, first of all, it's the buildup, right? To getting in the store, and you're just like, yes, right? And then the doors open, the air con hits you, and you're just like, oh, HomeGoods. There's a little adrenaline rush that happens in that moment. And lo and behold, what is in front of you? Seasonal decor. They love to put that up at the front of the store because that is what makes us all have that little dopamine hit and we just get so excited. And we start grabbing it all up and 3 months later, you're like, why did I buy this thing? I don't know. You start looking at what you really want out of your home and that sort of decor like that, the stuff that's the little sides. I mean, a glass a day keeps the ghost away. Very cute, super cute. And the skulls and I don't know, I think the water globe with the sparkly skull inside, that may be going too far for most people. But I do think that those things are cute. They are fun, but if you're trying to create a more luxurious look in your home, those are definitely items you need to skip on. There's gonna be a ton of options. If you start thinking about fall decor differently, you'll find yourself craving things that you'll be able to keep in your home year round, and that will save you a lot of money over the course of the year. So instead, think about checking out the vase section. They've got some gorgeous vases that are absolutely gorgeous, and you can put blooms into them or foliage for the season and you don't have to buy a new vase every single season. So I would definitely think about finding that kind of neutral decor. HomeGoods had a ton. I even brought home a set myself. I mean, these are amazing. I mean, wow. Talk about looking so luxe and sophisticated and gorgeous. This is what you can find in HomeGoods instead, and I think it's a way better use of your money. The next thing that you should 100% avoid is the glassware that just looks a little bit themey, cheesy, a little cutesy, too many motifs on them.
That's a lot of cocktail.
You're really getting into this, aren't you? I was actually thinking maybe the cocktail mix was a no-go.
I've dreamed
It has like pieces of things in it.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to chew on your drink. It's a good drink right there.
You're gonna make me fall over.
Like,
I just avoid all of that stuff. I mean, the ones with there were just a lot. There always is. They've got them for every season. They've got them with butterflies and skulls and little glittery things and rhinestones. And those all just they don't really give you a very luxe feeling. And they're not really something that most people would set the table with in general. And so you end up with like a cabinet full of hodgepodgey glasses, and I think that that just ends up costing you a lot of money over the course of time. So instead, I grabbed this glassware. Don't get me wrong, go to HomeGoods and get glassware, okay? Just skip the cheesy stuff and instead go for ones like this. These look like they are made by La Italia, which is a very, very beautiful and very sophisticated brand out of Europe that sells insane glassware, okay? These have the most amazing texture to them. They've got this smokiness to them. The glass is nice and thick. It's really well made. A couple sets of these is gonna make your table settings look gorgeous. When it's sitting out inside of your luxe home, it's gonna look good just sitting out and you're gonna enjoy it. I wanted to take just a moment and thank our video sponsor for today, which is Dermaclara. I believe that feeling good in your home starts with feeling good in your skin, which is why I wanted to share with Dermaclara with you guys today, because I've been using them for quite some time and have really seen a huge difference. So these are silicone patches. They use this technology. It's absolutely unbelievable. This technology that was formed just for Dermaclara. Using the technology with the silicone literally give you these little face patches that you can simply apply to your skin. You want to make sure your skin is nice and clean before you apply them, and then you just simply apply them onto your skin. They're super easy just to pat right into place, and then you can leave them on for about 15-20 minutes, and then afterwards you will go from being quite puffy to also immediately getting the results that your skin will feel less puffy, but best of all, this will also reduce wrinkles and lines and scars. If you've had a C-section or if you've got stretch marks, this will actually reduce all of them. And the best part, it will also prevent them as well. So that's why I'm super passionate about this product. I've been using it now, I think it's been about a year. They've got all kinds of kits that you can do. I suggest trying out the facial kit because that's what I've really enjoyed, and it's really easy just to add it into your daily routine. But they've also got the C-section kit. They've also got a stretch mark kit. Once you've used the product, you'll just simply remove it from your skin very gently. Then you just wash them with warm water. Then just use the little patch prep and you'll be able to very easily rinse them off and keep them sanitized, and then just put them back on the little backing card. And they're so easy to store. It's really simple to just add into your routine. Right now through my link, you can get Dermaclara's best-selling kits for 30% off, plus an additional 20% off when you use my code Valentina, and free shipping internationally. That's up to 50% for both new and existing customers. So Dermaclara also offers a subscription option, which is an additional 10% off when you use my code. Guys, that is an amazing savings. I know that you will absolutely love them, so I'm gonna leave everything linked down below. And thank you again to Dermaclara for being our video sponsor. There is a plethora of seating options when you go to HomeGoods, and a lot of it, some of it looks really good, and then you got to check the quality, and then some of it just does not look very good. So you really need to get picky on any kind of seating that you're even going to be looking at just in general. But bar stools, man, the ones that I found at HomeGoods were just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I would suggest, if you're trying to create a more luxurious look, that you check out the ones with the gold accents on them. That really had a more glamorous, classic, luxury kind of look to it. And then the ones that just look a little bit more raw and natural, those will help you create a more modern look. But I would definitely be picky about what you buy and make sure you sit on it to make sure that the quality is good. Double check that it's gonna actually fit the height of your countertops. And the infamous problem at HomeGoods is always, is there enough? And can you drive around town enough to go and find enough? So those are just a few things to watch out for. Next, we're gonna have to move to the candle section. And yeah, I love candles. That is not a secret. I've got the one that I bought is in this room right now, and it is making the room smell so good. But it took some effort to be able to find these candles. What'd you find?
Oh, not what I thought it was.
So even if they come in pretty containers, nope, they don't necessarily smell good.
Nope, not always.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. You have to smell a lot to find a good one. But man, do they have a lot.
They do.
Sippin' cider, how does that smell down there? Down there? Yeah. Because you could just turn it around and not have the label showing.
It smells
like Bath and Body Works.
from the 90s.
Oh
it's
boy.
Like my childhood.
Oh, your childhood.
Okay, my college childhood.
What did you find? Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
huge. How much is that?
39.
What?
Yeah. And smell it.
That's the price of a small one normally. Oh my gosh, is that charcoal?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like our favorite.
It's like our favorite.
Is there more than one?
There's 2.
Oh, we're buying both.
Yes, we are.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Just don't tell anybody. Sorry,
Let's
I don't
not
see
buy
anything.
that. Every time I'm in that section, we bond with whoever else is there because they're just like dry heaving. It's just, you know, like, oh, it smells so bad. It's not just the smells though, it's also the containers. I want the container that I buy to look like it belongs in my interior. So I'm gonna avoid anything that's too frilly or cutesy. As much as it's fun to buy the little latte cup candle, I'm just gonna pass because I know that that's not going to look nearly as luxurious as the one that I have going back here, which is I can't believe they had these Apothec candles at HomeGoods. I still can't believe it. It makes this house smell so good. And I know that these are really high quality candles. You can get great things on sale at HomeGoods. They're just, I don't know, it's like an anomaly. Every now and then you'll just find that one designer piece, that one very normally luxe priced item, and you'll find it for less. That's what I'm looking for when I go to HomeGoods. I want to be able to save myself as much money as possible. I want to get the best quality. And so I personally pass on 99.999% of the candles and instead just go with like the one. Seriously, I'm gonna leave a link for these items if I can. I don't know if you guys know this. I didn't know. But HomeGoods, you can now purchase online from HomeGoods. So the other day I created 2 mood boards actually full of items that I would and have bought from HomeGoods because they had so many amazing items. So I will try to link up these items as well or something similar, but either way, I would definitely check out what they've got at HomeGoods and think before you go into the store about what are you looking for, what is your style. Understanding your personal style and the style of your home and the color palette in your home will help you to avoid a lot of these mistakes. Next up is the infamous one, and that's buying something because it's got a name brand on it. Of the other things that people do a lot of times, this one piece had a lot of problems with it, okay? It had a name brand, it was an Audica chair, but it was missing its legs. And it was extremely uncomfortable. Actually recline? I don't see a thing on it.
It's so low to the ground.
There's no legs. I think it's supposed to. It doesn't. And it's so uncomfortable.
It's called lumbar support.
No, lumbar torture device. Yeah, definitely no. So those are like 3 tips right there, just in themselves. Never buy something just because it's got a good tag. Never buy something if it's uncomfortable. And definitely don't buy something if it doesn't look right, like something's missing off of it. They were still charging full price for that chair, and it was so uncomfortable. Guys, that chair was just all wrong. And there were so many other chairs. I had to stop myself. There were so many other chairs to buy instead. I was completely blown away. And it's like HomeGoods was like listening to us or something. I don't know, maybe they are, and they heard we like to buy chairs in sets. So a lot of those chairs came in sets of 2. And they're gorgeous, and they're affordable, and they're in beautiful fabrics. So you've got to be picky. When you go to HomeGoods, the thing that you'll always regret buying is the thing that you don't really love. The thing that doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel good. Don't ever buy it for the tag. Yeah, that was a whole bunch of tips all thrown into one, but it's just true. And I know you'll be so happy with so many of the other options that they have, so just skip on that one and just move right along. Finally, we've got the art section. The art section, yes. Oh, hang on, I'll go get the other piece. Yeah, we're supposed to be looking for ones we don't like, and we keep finding good ones.
No.
I like that.
That was really,
Ooh.
really pretty.
Do we want to take that home with us?
We could, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
That was nice.
Yeah, it's not two. I always like having two. That's pretty big. What's back here? Nothing?
I don't think so.
Oh, can you just open it so we can look at it too? Oh, I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't really love it either. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's just kind of, it's a little traditional maybe. It's busy. Ooh.
That's nice.
I like that one. Might have to pull that out too. All right, guys, talk about regrets. You will always regret not buying a beautiful piece of art like this one when you see it. Now, you thought I was gonna say you'll regret buying all the cheesy art. Well, you know what? Yeah, there's a lot of really cheesy art at HomeGoods. There's stuff that just looks just not well thought out. It doesn't come in nice frames. It just, cheesy is the only word. It just seems like the word, right? Sometimes it's just a little too gimmicky and cutesy. That is not going to help you create a very luxurious look. But I almost left the store without this piece. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go home with it. It's bigger than me. I have no idea where it's gonna go. And it looks very cute with my dress, actually. Yes, you can tell I like these colors. You will always regret passing up something that you would have loved because you'll probably never see it again. So if you see something and you aren't sure, just grab it. The worst that happens is that you return it. But I'm so glad I bought this piece of art. I actually put it into my little toilet closet in my bathroom. I've never had a piece of art in the entire time we've lived here. I've never put art in that room. And I finally found a piece of art for it, and I was just so excited. I wanted to put this everywhere once I got it home. The colors are beautiful. It's got a nice canvas. You can see it's got this gorgeous texture on it. It's just kind of perfect. Nice and big, which is always really hard to find. I would 100% definitely check out the art. There's so much good art, and I think that HomeGoods is just getting better and better at it. I think that the stuff to avoid is the glittery, the cheesy, the too literal. I think that sometimes that just really just creates a more downgraded look in your home. But when you go for something like these beautiful abstracts that are hand painted, I mean, unbelievable. Looks like $1 million, but did not cost you that. So those are things that I think you will regret buying at HomeGoods. Let me know if you like this series. We can always go back. Share with you more items, because to me, it's not just what will you regret, but what will you be glad you bought later? That's what we really want to focus on. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. You'll want to hit subscribe, be a part of our community of fellow design enthusiasts. We just have a lot of fun here. So hope you hit subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much for joining me. Until the next one, bye.